a whole did you know part that said, I mean, there's pictures and everything. It shows me a picture on what it might have looked like when they anointed people with oil in their home. I need to know these things. I need to know them. Most of the time, I need to know them. Okay.
Mama, I haven't done this one.
All right, you can do that one. Go ahead, girl. Proverbs chapter 18. A man who isolates himself seeks his own desire. He rages against all wise judgment. A fool has no delight in understanding, but in expressing his own heart. When the wicked comes, contempt comes also, and with dishonor comes reproach. The words of a man's mouth are deep waters. The wellspring of wisdom is a flowing brook. Ooh, that's good.
Mama,
Okay, yeah. You can do whatever ones you want. It is not good to show partiality to the wicked or to overthrow the righteous in judgment. A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calls for blows. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. The words of a talebearer are like tasty trifles. I could not get that word to come out. I don't know why I stuttered so bad doing that. Oh my goodness. And they go down into the inmost body. He who is slothful in his work is a brother to him who is a great destroyer. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. The rich man's wealth is his strong city, and like a high wall in his own esteem. Jeesh. Before destruction, the heart of a man is haughty, and before honor is humility. He who answers a matter before he hears it, it is folly and shame to him.
Can I have a pencil?
The spirit of a man will... Oh, are you okay? You okay? She just fell off the chair. Here's a pencil. Maybe I lied. Where did that one go? Here, I'll sharpen you on. You want yellow? Pink or purple?
Pink.
Pink. Gotcha. Oh, my sharpener's broke. I forgot. The spirit of a man will sustain him in sickness, but who can bear a broken spirit? Yo. The heart of the prudent acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. This is sharpening.
Mama, I got an unicorn. I got an unicorn too.
Okay. I'm so OCD. Look at how that sharpened. That bothers me. I need a new pencil sharpener. I'm going to have to resharpen it after that. I can't. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to finish this first, but just know my day will be spent trying to fix my pencil sharpener because something's wrong with it. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. The first one to plead his cause seems right until his neighbor comes and examines him. Ooh, the first one to plead his cause seems right until his neighbor comes and examines him. Right, flat pencil. Bad. Casting lots causes contentions to cease and keeps the mighty apart. A brother offended is harder to win than a strong city, and contentions are like the bars of a castle. A man's stomach shall be satisfied from the fruit of his mouth. From the produce of his lips he shall be filled. Did you all catch that one? Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who will love it will eat its fruit. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. The poor man uses entreaties, but the rich answers roughly. A man who has friends must himself be friendly, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother.
Go over there.
That's Jesus. They're talking about Jesus there. A man who has friends must himself be friendly, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother.
Walker in there.
That's a good chapter. I had that highlighted, and I wrote that we read it with Papa on June 18th. Man, she is getting it. She has been in there dancing this whole time. She's going to wear herself out. I know it. Oh, Matthew 7:12. I was going to go back and read that because I said I keep being drawn to that one for some reason. So let's go check that one out. My hands feel weird. I took my rings off yesterday to do the dishes, and I am so bad about putting them on. I forgot to put them back on. Seven. 12. Therefore, whatever you want men to do to you, do also to them, for this is the law and the prophets.
Mom, does my name start with this name?
No, that says happy birthday, Oakley. What, Mace?
With a cake on it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mommy.
Yes, Macy.
I'm gonna ask you something.
Yes, ma'am.
After you're done, doing your life, can we call Kelsey?
Yeah. You want to play her that song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting now.
Okay, the verse before that one says, if you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give good things to those who ask him? Yes, ma'am.
Can Kelsey come?
I don't know. I'll ask her. If you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give good things to those who ask him? Therefore, whatever you want men to do to you, do also to them, for this is the law and the prophets. The title of that section is Keep Asking, Seeking, and Knocking. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, and he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it will be opened. Yes, Macy.
Can I sing that song at church?
What song?
The song that I'm singing right now.
I don't know. I've got to listen to it first. Okay?
And now I started my name. And of course.
There's always so much going on at one time. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks. No.
Mommy.
There you go.
Mommy.
Walker's teething, and today he put his electric toothbrush in, well, he was chewing on it, right? And then he chewed on the button, so now it's just vibrating all the time. And I don't have a small enough screwdriver to take the batteries out of it.
Mommy,
So also in the background, I have zzz. I hear it in the bathroom. That's like all I hear right now. Love it. Love those dance moves, girl. You better calm down in there. Sheesh.
Mama.
What? Yeah?
I just started this one and now I'm doing this.
Yeah? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to read the
If it has the
chapter of this book.
If it has the X on this side, then I can't do it.
Yeah. Wait, is this one? Which one's the third one? Yesterday I read about the pregnant woman. The Wonder Years, page 14. Okay. The Wonder Years. Oh, I'm reading from A Taste of Chicken Soup for the Christian Family Soul. The Wonder Years. Think big thoughts, but relish small pleasures. One bleak day 18 years ago, I was awash with self-pity. I was quagmired. Yeah, that's what that says. I was quagmired in the terrible twos, a parenting stage that started early and lingered long at our house. But there was no hope in sight.
Mama,
Ashley.
I'm very good at doing schoolwork. So
Next time. That's what we gonna say from now on. We've been quagmires.
Mama, I'm not very good at doing schoolwork.
You're doing a great job, Oakley.
So if we do schoolwork, tell me not to scribble.
Okay, all right. The morning began with the usual activities, but I tried to rush my small sons through them. Company was coming that evening, and I wanted a clean house. I'd finished cleaning the living room and begun the family room when I heard whispered giggles coming from my boys. With a sense of foreboding, I tiptoed to the doorway and gasped in dismay at the sight before me. Doesn't the living room look pretty, Mommy? Tyler, my then 4-year-old, held a giant-sized empty jar of silver glitter, while 2-year-old Landon danced around in happy circles. The entire room, carpet, couch, coffee table, everything, glittered like a giant 4th of July sparkler. The anxiety that I just got reading that, man. Banishing the boys to their room to play with Legos, I dragged the vacuum back into the living room. By the time it was restored to its original condition, my schedule was in shambles and I was exhausted. Stepping up my pace, I returned to the family room. "Look, Mommy, we're helping!" My boys shrieked in delight. This time, the empty container was an economy-sized can of Comet cleaner. I thought I had placed in a locked cabinet. I was too shocked even to gasp as I surveyed the scene before me. The floor and every book, plant, knick-knack, and piece of furniture were grit. The worst was yet to come. The last room to be cleaned was the master bedroom that we'd recently recarpeted. As I walked into the room, my attention was a knick-knack and piece of furniture during those preschool years. We bounced from disaster to disaster, perfume poured on my new satin bedspread, the phone cord cut with scissors while I was talking on the phone. If it could be poured, dumped, sprinkled, or sprayed, Tyler and Landon found a way to do it. There was no shelf the two of them could not reach, no lid they could not pry off. After I discovered the ink spot that morning, I called my mom, but she didn't provide the sympathy I expected. "Honey, I know it feels as though this time will never end, but believe me, a blink of your eye and it'll be gone. You'll have to find a way to cherish this season of your life." This is not what I want to hear, I thought, but I knew she was right. I just didn't know how to switch from surviving to cherishing. So, from that morning on, I asked God for help. And in the process, I became aware of some patterns that had squashed my capacity for joy. Life in the Mathers came home lightning. That's not what that said. Life in the Mathers home lightened up as I worked to change some of my habits. First, I realized I overused the word no. Some days it seemed I'd forgotten how to say yes. One afternoon, I jotted down everything to which I regularly responded no. Looking over the completed list, I discovered I denied far too many of my son's requests because they would make a mess or take too much time. For example, the boys loved to pull their chairs to the kitchen sink and play in the water while I did dishes, but this slowed me down to make a sudsy mess. I decided to remove this activity from my no list. The next morning, to the boys' delight, I filled the sink with warm water and told them to bring their chairs and have fun. This simple activity kept them so entertained, I finished my morning chores in record time.
Mama.
Removing just this one no made a tremendous difference.
Mama.
What?
My hands are getting tired of
Okay,
doing
then stop coloring.
I'm hungry.
The boys thought I was wonderful, and I was pretty impressed with them. Yes, Oakley. Okay, whenever I'm done, I'll make you some lunch.
Can I have a snack?
I don't care.
Thank you.
Deesh. As a bonus, my kitchen was cleaner than ever, thanks to all the splashed water. We did just talk about that yesterday, didn't we? But avoiding the word no hasn't always been easy. As Tyler and Landon grew older, I discovered that overusing it made them feel untrustworthy. The first time Landon asked to go camping overnight with friends, I refused to consider it. He angrily accused me of not trusting him. Although Landon was wrong, I couldn't really explain the fear that made me deny his request. When my husband suggested my refusal was based on a reluctance to let Landon grow up, I knew he was right. We sat down together and laid out clear plans for the campout. Landon had a great time, and I survived, thanks to several calls he made from a payphone to reassure me he was okay. Several weeks later, when he asked to go to an unsupervised party, I again declined. This time Landon was disappointed, but not angry. He knew I trusted him, just not the circumstances. I also realized... Lord, can you stop yelling in my ear? I also realized I didn't laugh enough. Proverbs 15:15 promises that a cheerful heart has a continual feast. During the preschool years, however, I was becoming emotionally anorexic. I'd forgotten there's something humorous to be found in almost every situation. After one particularly trying day with my preschoolers, I escaped to a long, steamy shower, leaving my husband to oversee the boys. I just dressed when our neighbor dropped by for coffee. As she showed me to the kitchen, she stopped abruptly. As she followed me to the kitchen, she stopped abruptly. Interesting, she murmured, studying the dining room floor. We've always kept our catsup. I cannot with that spelling. She means ketchup. She means catch up. In the refrigerator, I followed her gaze to a giant red puddle circled neatly on the carpet. What, Oakley?
Can I watch the tablet?
No, I think Macy's listening to music right now. She's listening to music right now. In the refrigerator, I followed her gaze to a giant red puddle circled neatly on the carpet. Husband and sons were nowhere to be seen. Instant embarrassment and anger inflated my chest. Then I caught the twinkle in my neighbor's eyes, and we both burst into laughter. Laughing can help shrink things down to manageable proportions. I've definitely needed that healthy dose of humor in each stage of parenting. Learning to find the humor in difficult or embarrassing situations has often diffused tension. I compared my kids and came up short. As I scrutinized my friends' choices, I constantly second guessed mine on the car in front of mine. My child is an honor student at Pilot Butte School. Glancing around, I saw another vehicle with a similar sticker, then another. Suddenly, it seemed my car was the only one lacking a badge of success. My temptation to compare raged... Why am I talking like that? My temptation to compare raged strongest when it was time for my sons to pursue plans beyond high school. As I listened to other parents talk about the colleges to which their kids were applying or the scholarships they were receiving, my insecurities blossomed. I found myself being apologetic about Tyler's plans to work before going to school. Not until I caught the same tone in Tyler's voice did I realize I was passing my insecurities to him. That was the last thing I wanted to bequeath my son. Asking God's forgiveness, I determined to focus squarely on God, not on other people. That decision is one that I still renew every morning when I ask God for help. Now, as the parent of grown children, I see my mother was right. The preschool years passed in the blink of an eye, but it wasn't just those years that vanished in a moment. It was all of childhood. One moment we were reading Mother Goose together, the next it was college catalogs. As my sons have matured, I found that everyday traumas that accompany each parenting stage come with valuable lessons. That became clear to me the day I found the ink on my new carpet. I called every cleaner in town for advice on removing the stain. The only solution was to cover it with a rug. I just couldn't accept that. I had to try something. Getting a basin of water and a washcloth, I began soaking up the ink and rinsing out the cloth. Soaking, rinsing, soaking, rinsing. As I worked, tears spilling down my cheeks, chubby little hands patted me on the back. "We're sorry, Mommy," they said, while Tyler ran to get more water. Landon brought a bar of soap. Together we worked, and gradually, before our disbelieving eyes, the spot that should have been permanent disappeared. That day I discovered God looks on mothers with a special kind of love. He knows our insecurities, our frustrations, our desire to be good parents, and sometimes, when we need it most, He goes out of His way to prove His love. Tucked away with my cleaning supplies is a reminder of that. It's the cloth I use to clean the carpet. To this day, it remains stained with permanent black ink. Oh my gosh. Ashley, that was for both of us. We both needed that. I need a bookmark for this thing. There's one. We both needed that. Yeah. After yesterday, I was so mean yesterday. I know I was mean because Charlie told me I was mean. When Charlie tells me, I'm like, whoa, you shot me in the chest. I'm tired, Grandpa. Yes. Oh, man. Yeah, when Charlie tells me I'm being mean, I know I gotta go take a break somewhere. So, well, it's 11:30. I think Valor's on, probably. I haven't heard that she's not going on today. I don't know how I can see. Nope, it won't tell me. But I know yesterday she didn't go on because of her dog. Who's missing? Emmy. Emmy's not in here. I wonder if she's okay. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and pray and get off here. And I'll see you guys in other lives. Who is that? Oh, other Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Mishap's name is Ashley also. Ashley Morales. That's funny. Okay. I'm going to pray. And then we'll go over to Valor's live. Lord, there's a lot of you. Oakley's name is spelled with 2 E's also. I spelled her name with 2 E's also. Okay. Lord, thank you for waking me up again today. And after the battle that I went through yesterday, I thank you that you helped me put on the armor of God before I was able to do it myself this morning. Thank you for blessing me with my family and my kids, especially my kids. Thank you for all the messes that they make and giving me the strength, patience, and endurance to just keep up with them and clean those messes, Lord. In an instant, it could all be taken away, and I take that for granted a lot. Thank you for all of these connections and friends that I have made through this journey, and thank you for everybody that you're about to place in my life and put in my path. Every person that you've put in my path so far, Lord, has made me grow as a person and in my faith, and I appreciate that so much. I ask you to put your healing hands on every person in this live and the families that they represent. You know their hearts and you know their needs, Lord. Whether they say it out loud or not, you know what they're thinking and you know what's best for them. Each person, you know every single thought and what's best for them. I ask that you keep every one of us safe and healthy and continue to grow in our faith together and stay on this straight and narrow path of obeying you and believing in you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay.
Can I have some candy?
Negative.
Why?
She asking for candy and it ain't even noon. I gotta get off here. All right. I love you guys. Bye.